What is going on? Welcome to the late CowRC show due to your host, Adam Ross, and we got Tyler Slane, and both of us have the fam with us today. Welcome to the show that almost didn't happen.
Happy
What's going
Father's
on, Tyler?
Day.
Happy Father's Day. Yes, sir. So basically, you get to see us with our kids. I have
Yep.
Nathan here and Michaela here. Tyler, you want to introduce
Yep.
your two?
Lauren here and Leah over here.
So we want to welcome you to obviously the Father's Day special. We have a whole bunch of cool stuff to go over with you guys, and I'm definitely excited to hear what those two like out of the CowRC herd, because I know what my two like. So I'm very curious to see what is going on. Hello, everybody. 21 strong, right
Nice.
out of the box. 10 seconds. Yeah, you know what? Our countdown needs a little bit of work. Heath, what's going on, big guy? Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. So we are super blessed. We actually got to go to the States and surprise my dad. There was no
Nice.
racing today. Tyler, I'm not sure what you got to do for your Father's Day. How was it?
I watched golf and I took a nap and I watched some racing and I ate food. It was great.
So it was almost like me. I just didn't quite get the nap in that I wanted to, but definitely seeing all the happy Father's Days coming in. I love it, guys. And today, we're going to discuss some pretty cool new releases, not new products, just kind of a little tweak to the format. And he hit a home run on two of them. One of them we use quite a bit in the Ross Racing Garage, and the other one, you bashers and water guys out there are gonna love for sure. So, Tyler, you want to kind of start us off here with what we're going to talk about first?
Yes, absolutely. Well, we can't forget about our giveaway for today.
Ooh, very important.
The giveaway, as we always, we don't disappoint when it comes to giveaways. And so today's giveaway is going to be the 24-inch by 30-inch Carbon Series without the magnetics. So that's the small one. We'll talk about that one. Don't show that yet.
Okay.
So the Carbon Series, just like I have here with no magnetics. So magnetics pop right off. That's what we're giving away today. So the best person with the best question or best comment of the day is going to be the winner. I think it's probably appropriate, Adam, if you and the kids do that honor of picking the right one.
Yeah, and Michaela, if you see something or a comment that you like,
cool
all we have to do is just hit the star, okay?
Yeah,
so no. You just let me know.
Coming throughout the whole, and at the end of the episode, we'll pick that out to you. And so, continental United States only, please. That way we don't go broke shipping it, but that is our contest winner prize. So yeah, the first thing we want to do is kind of go, before we go a deep dive into our two new Moo-Slick products, want to show some new stuff that is just been released on CowRC and coming up. So Adam, if you wouldn't mind putting up the 2-pound tub of Udder butter graphic here. So you guys all know about the Udder butter. This is the same formula, but it's in a 2-pound package. So the size that we have out now is, or we've been having, is 8 ounces. So basically this is 4 of those, and it's, if you buy the 2-pound, it saves you $17 rather than buying 4 8-ounce packages. So this is good for if you're super into udder buttering the world. This is a good package for you. For those guys that are building custom for other customers and custom rigs.
Yeah, baby.
So this is new, and this is on the website right now.
Yeah, no, Heath is right. Like, if you have this in your garage, it's like to scale for a big size garage. 2 pounds of Udder butter goodness. And man, I'm telling you, yeah, you're not gonna run out for sure.
No, you will not. So another the next new product is, again, another mega size, is the 50 milliliter CowFormal waterproof coating. Yes, that right there. So again, the same formula you have loved for years. It's now in a 50 milliliter version. So the ones you've seen before are 10 milliliters. So again, 5 of these equals the 150, and it's a $25 savings rather than buying the 5 individual. So again, you use this product a lot, save yourself some money, and get the mega 50 milliliter.
So yeah, that is a huge saving. Just so people understand, like the way that Heath is trying to do that with the shipping costs and all the stuff on the rise, he's trying to actually give you more product, more bang for your buck, and keep the shipping costs down. And I appreciate it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that coming out with the concentrate for the other products and everything like that, he is always innovating to try and give the customers exactly what they need. And man, I gotta love him for it. It's awesome, especially with the price of shipping these days.
Yes, 100%, and it's all about the value, you know. So buying in bulk saves you some money. So now going on to a couple new things.
Well, actually, can you answer this one real quick?
Yeah.
Because I know the way I like to do it, and it's with the applicator itself.
Yeah.
But is there a better way to do it? Because I've only done it for my receivers. I haven't done it for anything else. But the next time Michaela or Nathan is going to paint their ESCs, we're actually going to coat the ESC electronics in the CowFormal because of how well it worked with the ESCs.
Nice. Yeah, I'm the same way, Adam. The CowFormal comes with an applicator brush in the top, Ashton. So that way you don't need to gum up a brush or anything like that. Just use what comes with it. I mean, if you wanted to, maybe with the 50 milliliter, if you've got like a boat maybe and you wanted to coat like a hull or something larger, then you could use another brush. But that brush is going to be kind of toast after that, so you're not going to want to reuse it. So, but applicator brush is more than sufficient.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And Dino's right. It is. It's just like painting. It's like painting your nails. Like I look at my nails; they're so nice. They're so nice. But
girls, I've done that, so I understand.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've made him go through that.
And I had my toenails painted too, so that's okay.
Well, that's a new one.
That would be a new one. Last 2 weeks, while Fix and Zero had the green Udder butter. This year, I'm excited to try the new formula. Yeah, you're not going to be disappointed at all. It's definitely always on the upgrade. So we do have the new products that we would like to talk about. And
two other things though first.
Okay.
2 other things. So we're prototyping / early, or we'll be releasing these soon. So the first one is the small carbon series, which is the one you pulled up before. So if you don't mind pulling up that graphic.
Yep. Let me bring that up right now. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So this is kind of the proof of the carbon series. So this is we'll call it, this is the small carbon series mat. So this is the 12 by 16, so 12-inch by 16-inch carbon series mat. So this is going to be released here in about, well, I should say the prototype, excuse me, will be arriving in about 2 to 4 weeks. So we should have one to show on the Cow Tech show, maybe, in a month, maybe 6 weeks, we'll see. But very similar to the carbon series we have out now, but a nice compact version of it. So something really to look forward to, and you can kind of see the sizes on the screen right now.
Oh, Dino with the bombshell. Absolutely. And if you haven't tried that yet, you have not seen all the videos about it. It is such a treat to give it the Moo-Slick shine. And once you do that, that carbon pops right out. So Dino, great comment there. Definitely a game changer for sure. It highlights the carbon 100%. I remember when Tyler did it on episode number 4, and holy cow, it looked amazing. And he just left it wet. Don't be scared to leave a little bit extra on there. Yeah, it turns out amazing. But definitely super cool. We got 32 fantastic peeps in
Oh,
here. And don't forget, one of you guys is going to win the original Carbon Series mat today for the
yes.
best comment.
Absolutely. And one last new prototype to show off, and this is something new. CowRC. I mean, we've actually had a lot of things, so I guess it's not surprised that it's something new, but it is a new type of item, and it's an ultrasonic cleaner. So if you wouldn't mind popping up some of those graphics, and this is a prototype here. So this is going to sell. So if you guys aren't familiar with ultrasonic cleaners, what they are, it's a container to put in cleaning solutions, and you'll see this like for jewelry or maybe like delicate items, where essentially what it's doing is it's agitating the water or the liquid that's inside of it, and it's cleaning. And so I use one of these that I've purchased from Amazon years ago to clean RC parts, and using the part and chassis wash in it is awesome. And so what it does is it just kind of uses electronic pulses, agitates the liquid inside of it, and gets all of those little parts and greases and things like that off of your part. So this is essentially a tool that goes perfect. It's kind of like those electronic sprayers and the part and chassis wash. It goes together. It's supposed to go together. So this is just another tool that CowRC is going to provide to make your clean experience even better. So these are actually going to be released about $20 for retail price, and they're if you go to Amazon, they're about $25 to $30. So this will be a lot better value. It's going to have a 250 milliliter capacity, and it's which is about 6-inch by 2-inch by 1.5 inches.
There you go, Dennis.
Have it, here in about what do I say here? Oh, we'll actually have them about a few weeks. So maybe 2 to 3 weeks. These might be on the shop. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And if it comes up, before, it may even be here before the next episode.
Yeah, no, and the ultrasonic cleaner, Dennis was asking about the dimensions, so thank you, Tyler, for getting that clicked in. But Dennis, yes, it's gonna be a game changer. I'm going to definitely have it trackside. It is perfect for doing small little parts like diff gears, the shock things. All those things are going to fit right in. And as you can see for the comparison here, that's a standard size watch. So it's going to be dynamite to try this out and put it through the paces for sure.
Putting shocks in them, putting the whole shock. And it's kind of nice. It's like putting the whole shock body in there. You don't have to totally disassemble everything if you don't want. As long as it fits in there, go for it. It's really, honestly, you throw it in there, put some solution in there, you hit the start button, and you walk away, and you come back and your part's clean. So it's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, no, Dennis, you will not be disappointed for sure. So I know that a lot of people were asking me this out at the track as well. And Tommy, I'm telling you, the difference is not just the look, the durability and portability. Now, I love my screw catcher. Ooh, I moved my table. I forgot. So, so the standard screw catcher are kind of like, I'm going to say, a foam sticky back onto a magnetic, which is awesome for organization. Whereas the carbon is a molded rubber. And the molded rubber, I actually have been rolling up and making it portable because that's what one I'm currently using out at the track. And man, it is awesome. So there it is right there. So you can see it right on his desk. And the thing that I like the best is I'm horrible, and he's probably going to hate hearing this, but I leave my stuff out in the sun a little bit. Having the Carbon Series molded in, I am not worried about leaving it in the sun. If I want that to be in the sun all throughout the day, it is going to last. So not only is it for looks, durability, and for visual, it's the whole kit and caboodle. Now, is it going to fully replace the magnetics? No, it's a complement to it. And I feel that I'm going to put it through the paces, especially when we go indoor on-road racing. So, Tommy, awesome question. A lot of people have been asking about that. And I'm telling you, the Carbon Series is where it's at if you want that convenience of travel. Now, for at home and on the bench, nothing beats my standard magnetics. But for traveling and racing, especially with these two on the go, it's hard to keep up, man. And having those mats, it's definitely a good one.
Yeah, you'll see here when I do some demonstrations here in a few minutes. You'll see the value of this Carbon Series mat, how indestructible it is, and what you can do to it and not ruin it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Joe, no, it does not help with driving ability, or else I'd be an A-main guy all the time.
You are an A-main guy.
Yeah, I've been getting lucky. That's about it.
Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun, and looking forward to trying out some new stuff too. So before we get too far into it, should we ask our kids what products they like the best first, or should we talk about the sprays first?
Well, my kids. I am the kid in my family, and I'm the one that plays with the toy trucks. They are the responsible ones, so they don't. I don't know if they're going to have an opinion.
So here's a question. There's starting sand drag races near me, and people want to know how to prep their cars for sand not to stick to it as much. Well, that's a good question there, Glenn. I'm going to start that. And I know what I would probably do in the sand. Now, the only time that we got to run in the sand is with my bigger Traxxas. And what I always do is I always clean it with the chassis cleaner. And when it's done, I always hit it with the green Moo-Slick. You're okay. You're okay. We have our whole family out here today, except for the wife. She's taking care of the fort. But I always hit it with that after the event's done or the day's done. And once it's fully dry, that actually rejuvenates the plastic and it gives it that showroom shine again, but it also protects it for future uses and continues to protect after that. So my suggestion to you would be obviously do the chassis wash first, get everything nice and clean, and then go ahead and hit it with the Moo-Slick, and you will not be disappointed. Now, don't go out in the sand with it wet. If you do go out in the sand with the Moo-Slick wet, it will attract it to it. But if you do have a day and you know in advance that you're going to be going out, I would definitely recommend doing that for the sand drags. Now, I hope you have fun because sand drags look like it's going to be a blast, and get some videos of those rooster tails because I'm sure they're going to be whipping it up. So since your kids don't have a favorite, I'll let Nathan say what his favorite one is and why.
My favorite CowRC product is the industrial.
No, it's this one.
No, you're wrong. Your favorite's not that. It's this.
Yeah, I knew he did.
Cleaner, and it's my favorite because it like right after you clean your car, and when you go onto the track, if you spray this, then all you have to do is blow off your car.
Nice.
Yeah, he makes it so it is super shiny, and he's probably the reason why I go through this the most. I know why I like it for Nathan, and it's because of having a pillow ball car. It actually helps lubricate the pillow balls, and it makes sure that you always have that smooth steering and you're not fighting the servos. Good job, bud. You made me nervous there for a second. All right, Michaela, what's your favorite one?
My favorite's probably the magnetic pit mat because I'm very clumsy, and I know if I drop something, when I look down, it'll always be there because they're super reliable and durable.
That is correct. And the cool thing is Michaela's actually working on her own kits, which makes me super proud of what she's able to accomplish. Nathan, on the other hand, he's still breaking his kits.
Okay. Well, those are some good favorites. I like that.
It is not too shabby. I know that we're super blessed that we get to try out a whole bunch of cool stuff from Heath and CowRC and stuff like that. But I am so super excited to try out these two. I've only been able to try out the one, and I know I'm looking forward to trying the yellow because I got that drag car that we got to dip below the twos, right?
Well, let's get into that. Let's talk about the thin oil. or the ultra-thin oil. If you want to, you could bring up, let's kind of show everybody, since these have been on the website for a couple weeks, I know I've seen a lot of people getting their shipments in, and hopefully they've tried them. So it'd be kind of cool to see some comments about that. But for those who haven't, if you don't mind, Adam, go to the website
Absolutely.
and pull up the yellow one, which is the ultra-thin oil with PTFE. And we can show everyone how to purchase these. So when you're on the CowRC website, on the left-hand side, you'll see that there's a lubricants section.
Oh, did I go too fast?
Yeah. Back up just a little
Sorry,
bit.
yeah.
That way everyone knows. So, like, if you guys remember how the website used to be, I think it was, geez, I don't even remember. It was only November, but it wasn't organized by category like it is now. So you can see Adam's over the lubrication section. So that's what we're talking about. These oils and greases are lubricants. So if you click on the lubrication section, and you'll get to all of the lubricants, which would include the silicone and the udder butter, the 2-pound udder butter that we just talked about. But more importantly, talks about the ultra-thin oil with the PTFE, which is what we're going to kind of go over first. And I'll kind of talk about a little bit about these specifics here. So these products are industrial grade. These aren't hobby grade type of things. Well, I guess hobby is what we do, but they're industrial grade, and these are proprietary types of items. So this isn't stuff that you can go buy other versions of it just named. This is proprietary formulas. This is stuff that only CowRC sells. And so what this ultra-thin oil does is it also includes PTFE. And what is that? And PTFE is Teflon. So the beauty about these products is that they're in aerosol form. So there's a lot of oils you'll see, for RC products, and this they're in a bottle form, and kind of like an eyedropper form. Well, this is an aerosol form, just like the silicone protectant. And so that's the beauty of this. What it's doing is it's putting pressure into the product and letting the product get into the little nooks and crannies of your part, which really the part that you're going to be using this for is bearings. So sealed bearings and unsealed bearings, ceramic bearings, that's what this is for. And it's the evaporant that's in this product that's going to allow it to dry after it's applied. And the Teflons actually stay on the bearing after the oil has evaporated. So it'll evaporate over time just like anything. But the Teflon actually stays on there, so it protects it. So if you forget to reapply this, you'll have more protection than when you actually started off with.
So just to put it in perspective, I know Tyler got into the nitty gritty because he's supposed to. He's got all the notes. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I know that this is for bearings. I know that I actually broke down and bought ceramic bearings for my drag cart just to get that little bit. But now with this in my arsenal, I am going to bust that 2-second barrier. I know it. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to show off the before and after. I'm going to put my stopwatch down. I'm going to time it before I treat the bearings. And then I'm going to treat it with this new industrial grade Moo-Slick 4 bearings. And he's got all the specifics, but the Teflon is what I think is going to be the money shot. And you know what? It's crazy. It defends against corrosion. It's got a wide temperature range, and it's got fast penetration. Now, if you guys know me and some of the videos that I've done, I actually take the seal off the bearing, and if you shave the inner ring of the bearing, it actually gets rid of some of the drag. And I know it sounds silly, but just think, if you have 4 wheels and usually only 2 are touching the ground, that's 16 contact points of drag. So if you actually lubricate all those 16 points, you're going to get a huge benefit out of that for sure. Great for actual U-joints and crawlers.
Well,
See,
we'll go to a different product on that one, Joe, and I'll show you here in a little bit.
it is definitely revolutionary, Dino, for sure. Yes, Mike, man, I'm telling you, I cannot wait. And I was super nervous just to buy the ceramic bearings because I'm cheap and I like using the stock stuff. But I figure if I'm going to get to the next level, I had to throw down some money, and hopefully this is what's going to get me to that next level. Absolutely, Anthony. No, it is a great way to show off all of your stuff, and you couldn't even explain it better. I always have one that I work off of, and then I have the one that gets the show shine, and I always try and keep that in the best shape I possibly can. Oh, yeah, no, Travis, it is going to be cool to try out both of these. So, do you want me to go to the other one now?
Please.
The ultralight grease?
Let me go through that real quick, some technical data on that. And again, everybody, this is in the same lubrication section. So this is the ultralight grease coating product. So, and I forgot to say the prices. So the ultra-thin oil is $19.99
Yep.
per bottle. And the ultralight grease coating is $16.99. So the ultralight grease coating is like an Udder butter, but it's a very thin version of that. So what is this for? This is for things like that are exposed, like CVD joints, axle shafts, drive shafts, those type of things. And so what this is doing, it's another industrial grade formula. Waterproof, waterproof of the formula itself. And again, it dispenses through an aerosol. So again, it goes through thin, it gets into tight crevices and really kind of coats everything, even the stuff you can't see. So the reason CowRC brought this out is, Udder butter was the formula we used on things like CVD joints, but it's gloppy, and it didn't get into all the crevices. You could like take a toothpick and maybe apply it in there, but there was better ways. And the aerosol version of this is why it came out. And these products, and I'll kind of go through the history of these products here in a minute. But again, trying to reduce wear, heat, corrosion, those type of things. This is a product that the industry needed, and we have it now. So and I use it actually quite a bit.
So I'm going to tell you all a little secret. You're going to see it on my show, but this right here is going to be the secret weapon in my new Mud Boss.
Nice.
And a lot of people may or may not have seen, but I just got this for Father's Day, and I'm going to do a full build-up on how to make it a Mud Boss. And if you know me and CowRC, as soon as I get that thing open, it's getting tore down, and it's going to definitely get the Moo treatment.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to zoom into you a little bit, okay?
Cool. Perfect. Yeah, I was going to go into a little bit of this Moo-Slick family and what we're kind of talking about what Moo-Slick is in the history, and then I wanted to show you, some of this stuff in action.
Let's get to it, man. You let me know what you're going to do, and I will Vanna White you.
Okay, perfect. So the Moo-Slick, you'll notice, like, we had Moo-Slick before. We really kind of just referred to it as Moo-Slick. There really wasn't anything else to call it, but it was always a silicone protectant. And it still is a silicone protectant. That was the original one. It's the green label. And now we have two new members of that Moo-Slick family, one being the ultra-thin oil and the other one being the ultralight grease coating. And so the reason that it's on the Moo-Slick line is actually the history of this. You'll see I have this white bottle here. And what I'm showing you is this: when the Moo-Clean Cleaner degreaser and the Moo-Slick silicone protectant came out, this was already being talked about. And CowRC was really at the time just a little bit too small to take on that extra product and take on that extra research. So just kind of put it on hold. and it later came out. So myself and some other drivers were given an opportunity to try out this. You actually see actually on what it was called at the time was Udder Butter Spray Grease Mineral Oil Base with PTFE Teflon. So it's the exact same thing. And I tested this probably over a year ago. And where it's coming from is from the same plant and same factory and same scientists that developed all these other products that we're using. So again, it's a proprietary item, and it's made specifically for RCs by an RC person, RC enthusiast, and that's what we're using it for. So that's what really makes it cool. And again, it's a bearing specific. This is for bearings. I'm sure, could you use it on some other stuff? Sure. But there's other products that CowRC sells that would be better for those other products. This is really a specific bearing type of product. So I think what I'd like to do here is, if Lee, if you give me that yellow one, please. I wanted to do a short display of kind of what we're talking about and how this stuff works here. So, and actually, if you can pick the phone up camera, that would be good.
So this was the first time my kids actually got to, just let me do it, got to smell it. And the yellow one, it's a normal smell. But the orange, jelly beans and cupcakes. Look at that. Hold on.
Yeah,
let's bring that up.
That's a great way to say that. So this is an unsealed bearing. So this is actually one that I did earlier today. And I will say, I'm real big into ceramic bearings for racing, and I use shielded bearings as well. And I will say, with the unshielded bearing, it does move more free by squirting some of the Moo-Slick on it. I would say it's even was almost instantaneously more free. And so what I challenge everybody to do is to try it out yourself. I can tell you all day long that it's gonna spin faster and freer, but the good thing is it's a risk-free trial. And the reason I say that is all of CowRC's products are 100% guaranteed. So any one of CowRC's products that you try and you don't like it, if you don't like it, contact CowRC on Facebook and send it back, and they'll send your money back. It's very simple. So I challenge you to try this on your own, and you be the judge. So here's another, bearing untreated here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shoot it with some of this Moo-Slick, and you're going to see how it actually kind of works. So there we go. So that's all it takes. Flip it over. Just kind of let it use the same material that's in there. And the nice thing is, and I actually probably use too much, because you can put another bearing in here and move it around. So what you're going to want to let it do is cure. So this is going to sit here, probably let it sit here a day and cure. And you're going to want, that's when the PTFE is going to start taking form, and it's going to start coating all of these little ball bearings inside here. And that's what gives you the results that you're going to look for. So it's really as simple as that. You can apply this while the vehicle, bearings are in the vehicle, and let it sit there as well. I just want to use the opportunity for something new. A bearing that's clean and fresh, and just needs a squirt of some lubricant to make it better. And actually, and from new bearings, they do. New bearings come with some oils already in them. This makes it even more free.
Kinda. You're being really nice.
Right.
But
some better than others.
I just want to point out two things from his demonstration. One, the product's going to be kick butt. I can tell. I definitely can't wait to try mine. Two, he's doing that on the carbon mat.
Yes.
That is another game changer. Like, these mats are tough as nails, and they'll take a beating and keep on coming. Now, the one thing that I did want to say about when he said you can do it in a vehicle that's already assembled, you can. But if you want it to be as good as it possibly can, having it tore apart like he did with the seals off is going to get your maximum amount of penetration.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, and you take the bearings out. It depends on how thorough you want to be. I mean, I use this with that's kind of almost one of my rituals now is adding this to it. If I use water, I'll shoot this in with the bearings in the truck. It's
Nice.
it's better than nothing, right? And the
100%.
applicator tubes let you get in there, so you can get. I mean, you can get into tight crevices, and again, it's the material is going to work itself in. So don't spray it and then go drive it 5 seconds later. That's doing nothing for you. Let it sit there overnight and then let it cure. Let everything like the evaporants work and let everything kind of get into the parts and pieces of the bearing.
So it is a good thing to do in the vehicle. Yeah, see, me, I'm so race oriented that I'm always like tear the whole thing apart and get it back together. But yeah, for sure. And a lot of people are complimenting Heath on his customer service. Yeah,
Yes.
Heath is one of the rare breeds. He cares so much about the company, the products, and the people, and it shows. Because not only does he support the CowRC factory team, he supports the most important people, you, the customer. And without you, the customer, there would be no Cow Tech. There would be no me or Tyler. We wouldn't even be having this show,
Right.
for Pete's sake. So it's definitely pretty cool to have that on board. So Tom has a pretty long one here. Let's see. I've always soaked my bearings in mineral oil and blew out with air compressor. This past week, I tore both buggies down and treated all bearings with the Ultra-Thin PTFE, and I'll never use anything from it now on.
Yeah.
Sweet. My nitro rolls for days on stand, and now the new awesome. No, Tommy. See, that's what we like to hear because we can only try so much, and hearing it from you guys is definitely awesome. Oh, yeah, no, and it's funny because I hear it from a plethora of people. Like, he reaches out to anybody that could potentially have an issue, and it makes it awesome. So, he's asking, no effects on plastics. So, I'm going to have to let you know, but as far as I know, it will not have any effect on the plastics, especially the bearing plastics, for sure.
Right. No, I don't think it has any negative effects on plastics. And that Teflon is what really kind of makes this a unique. The mineral oil oils are good, and that's what I had used in the past. But they don't have a Teflon to it. So once the oil's gone, it's gone. The whole product is gone. So if you forget to do it, or if it wears out faster than you think it's going to, it's just not there anymore. The Teflon never goes away. It's always there. So these bearings that I sprayed are always going to have this Teflon on it no matter what. It doesn't go away.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to trying it out. And like I said, I got the whole drag package ready for the whole Moo-Slick treatment. And it's been a long time coming. He has been hyping this up for a while behind the scenes. And for me to finally have my hands on it, this week I'm switching to day shift, so I get the light and everything. I'm going full send this weekend. So I definitely like to be toting one of those carbon mats to every round of the series. I love that. Yes, Johnny, it is my new travel mat. It is going to be a game changer. If you go to events and travel as much as we do, having the carbon is an easier mat to transport over the standard magnetics. That has got to be one of the biggest pluses for me and my kids, having that ability to move it around quite a bit.
I mean, it's perfect for doing stuff I was just doing now. You don't have to. I'm not really like I see like a lot of people like have a microfiber towel on their white magnetics, which you should do. If you have the white magnetics, you should do that. If you notice, I pulled my magnetics off of that. The thing I don't like is that like things start getting stuck to it. And honestly, what I do is I get clumsy and I'll grab it and it tosses them. And and I do that more than, or I'll just snag it or something happens and they go flying. And it's more aggravating than anything. So, and obviously, if you don't have a Carbon Series mat, I would suggest a microfiber towel. But if you are in the need to do something different, Carbon Series mat, that is what this is for those chemicals. It's chemical resistant. It's going to take a beating, and like Adam said, it's very foldable. It's modular or mobile, I should say.
It is definitely a game changer. Let me pull that up for you. But if you head on over to the website, here is Jimmy. It's like, how much is the carbon mat? Let me boom, right there. There's all of the iterations of them right now. If you head over to the new website is super easy to navigate and is very user friendly. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can hit up myself or Tyler on Facebook, and we will do our best to help direct you.
Well, and don't forget, if you look at the screen, Cow Tech gives you 10% off. So if you wanted to give it a try, and like I said, if you don't like it, your money back is guaranteed. Heath will do that. There's not many people that come back and say, I don't like these products, but the people who do, he 100% refunds them.
Yeah. So Dino, you are 100% right. CA glue is not a friend of any matte pit surface pit thing. Fingers, like geez Louise, yeah,
bad.
It is bad. So, Junior, awesome question. So for Dirt Oval, it's funny because I don't know if you're listening earlier. I'm going to let me show you off again because I'm super proud. I got this for Father's Day.
That's awesome.
So this is my Father's Day gift. It is a brand new 2-wheel drive slash that we are converting it to the Mud Boss. And this is the grease that you're going to want to try. So it is the new Moo-Slick industrial grade. This is the one that my kids said it smells like cotton candy or jelly beans or whatnot. But if you watch my videos coming up, I am going to completely tear it down, clean out the discs, and this is what's going to actually lubricate the gears inside so I can get the least amount of resistance as possible. Because let's face it, running the 12-turn motor, you want as much rolling or least amount of rolling resistance as you possibly can, and this is going to be one piece of the puzzle. The other piece of the puzzle is going to be the new Moo-Slick for bearings, because I'm going to give all of my bearings a treatment, not only the ones in all 4 of the wheels, but in the transmission as well. So you're going to have to check out my video when I'm going ahead and building that. But Junior, great question. I am excited because we just opened up a dirt oval track in my neighborhood. So we are coming out swinging for that for sure. Just got back from racing. Happy Father's Day, man. Great way to do it for sure. I have a silicone mat that I soldered on and accidentally got CA glue on it, and once it bubbled up quick. I bet, CA glue is an absolute no-no.
I don't know if anything can withstand that. I mean, I don't know if this is going to bubble, but it probably is going to stick. I don't know that there's anything that's going to withstand CA glue.
Yeah, honestly, my kids were sniffing it. I don't know. I had to take the rag away from them because they kept sniffing it. It was pretty crazy. Now, the bearing one, same industrial type smell, but whatever he put into the ultralight grease, man, I don't know. It's candy-like. So we're going to get our use out of that one for sure.
Well, you want to get into that next one?
Absolutely.
Okay. Will you get the orange one for me?
So what are you going to show off on for the demonstration today?
Well, I'm going to show off an axle for these CVD joints here. So I'll bring in the zoom camera here in a second, and we'll show you what it looks like cured, and we'll show you what it looks like applied. So again, the history is much of the same. Industrial grade, proprietary, aerosol grease. So this is similar to Udder butter, but is made for exposed areas. So you still, for like transmissions and sealed areas, you still want to stick with the Udder butter. That's, a thicker, it's got, it's more consistency, but for exposed areas, you want to use the ultra thin or ultralight grease coating, because what it's going to do is it's going to mold itself into those nooks and crannies. It's going to leave less product, so which means that you're not going to have it thrown all over the place. It's not going to collect dirt. It's going to be a lot cleaner, but you're still going to have a good grease coating on it. So again, this was the prototype. I tested a year or so ago, probably a year and a half ago now. It's the same product. Again, this was called Udder Butter HD Spray Grease. So it's changed names, but it's still the same properties. So what I'll do here is I've got a axle assembly here, and I'm going to spray it here in these joints in the corner here. Let me switch my camera over here, and I'll show you what it looks like now with it cured. So if you go into here, so that is a cured application. So you can see obviously there's still some residue on it, which is perfectly normal. So this is why we want, why this product is good to be in this type of application. Because if you were to put Udder butter on here, it would be gloppy. There'd be a lot of excess. It's not going to get in everywhere that you want it to be, and it's going to it's still going to do a good job, but not as good as this aerosol spray. And the good thing with the aerosol spray is it's foaming, it's activating as it goes through, and you want it to cure. So you want it to get in there, leave it there for a day, and let it kind of do its thing. And Lee, if you could get me the orange one, please, I'll show them how this works. And this is the stuff that smells really good, and I'll see what the girls think here after I apply it. So, I'm going to take the applicator nozzle and apply like that. And so the cool thing with these aerosols is these valves that come with them are pressure sensitive. So the harder you press it down, the more it comes out. You just lightly, and I just barely touched it. So you lightly touch it and it comes out. So what this is doing here is it's now activating. So it's foaming. It's starting to, do its job now. So, and maybe like if on a new product, I'm going to spin around here, let it get in there a little bit longer. But this is what you're supposed to use this for. And then, here we can put it on the drive shaft here. Like that, and let it do its job. So that's kind of like an example of a couple areas that you want to, oh, there we go. My hand's in the way. Let it work itself in there. So that's an example of where this product is really going to excel. There, change camera. There. Your kids left.
Yeah.
Did I get boring? Did they leave because I got boring?
My wife's calling them in because they have to shower and all that before they go to bed for school tomorrow. But,
oh, man, you're still in school?
Yeah, we're still in school.
Wow,
my daughter actually graduates at the end of the week, grade 8.
Awesome. That's
it's
great.
Pretty amazing. But Jeff was asking that, so you don't wipe off the excess. Is that correct?
No. Nope, there's no need to. It'll cure. If you see like, what I did with the first, when you saw like the cured, that was not wiped off. Oh yeah, you like the smell of it? Yeah. Yeah.
It is a lot better.
It smells good.
It does.
Yeah. Leah thinks it smells like cotton candy.
Yeah, it smells like.
Yeah, they were like jelly beans or something.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it smells really good. But yeah, no, I don't wipe it off. You let it sit there. That way it's working, and it cures. You're always going to have some residue, and that's perfectly normal. There's no way you're going to be able to get rid of that, but it's the better solution than the Udder butter syringe or the tube, or the tub.
Nothing wrong with that. So obviously we're just touching the surface of what we can get into with the new products. I know that I'm going to be able to create quite a bit of content just with the Mud Boss, and number 2 with the drag application, because I know that with these new products, it should be the home run I'm looking at doing. Now, I know that you guys may have forgotten, but what she's cleaning right now is the prize for today. So your comments and your questions are what could potentially win you a Carbon Series mat. And I'm telling you, it is a game changer, man. It is super cool. Thanks, Tom. Tyler does an amazing job all the
you.
time. He always has super cool rigs, always showing off and stuff like that. One of these days, I will make it on time for the show. I promise. We even left an extra hour early
At
and
least you have the
still
lights
couldn't
on,
make it.
so that's good.
Oh yeah. Well, at least the lights are still on. That's true too. But no, some of the things that I'm curious about with the users is basically how you guys use the products. Because let's face it, we want to hear from you. We want to know exactly what trials and tribulations. Maybe you have questions. Maybe you had a couple failures. Maybe you had something that didn't quite work the way that you thought it would. I even want to hear about that, because let's face it, in this industry, in this hobby, we're going to try stuff that might not necessarily be what the status quo is. And that is what we want to hear for sure. Well, thank you guys. Yeah, it is definitely pretty cool. And can't wait to get my setup area. Definitely going to have to get me a new mat to put all my new products on once I get the RC room back together in the house. Yes, for sure. I have seen some phenomenal new setups, even on the CowRC fan page. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
know we're going to have our guest back. Mike's going to help us out finishing off part 2 of how to get sponsored by CowRC. And he brought a ton of information. If you missed that episode, that was episode number 7. And having him on board, going through some of the processes and what he expects out of you guys, it's really easy. It's easier than I thought. And I think if you go back and watch the previous episode, you will see that it will be as easy as, man, 1 picture a month. Like it don't get much easier than that.
Well, and I've seen, I mean, honestly, since 2 weeks ago when we had that episode 7, I've noticed the fans page has blown up with activity.
Yes.
And there's some people in this chat that are responsible for that. And thank you so much. I mean, it makes, this is why we do this, is to energize you guys and to let you enjoy this hobby that much more. And so I'm really happy that it worked out well. Mike has energized a lot of fans out there, and they're showing off what they're doing.
Yeah, and I love just clicking through. It makes my mundane day at work go by a little bit quicker. You guys get to spice it up a little bit. If I can't be wrenching, I might as well, wrench virtually through you guys for sure. Yeah, Mike helped me with a lot of Mike is clutch. I know we're gonna have him on again to finish off part 2, and I'm looking forward to it because, man, the guy just knows so much. It's awesome. I'm a few products short of the requirements. Oh, don't worry, man. That new website is booming, and don't forget to use your discount code for 10% off. Oh man, honestly, I've been seeing quite a bit of demo videos. Not only am I seeing demo videos, but the shorts and the reels are definitely turning it up a notch. It's making the content pop. It's giving that little bit of professionalism. And man, it is cool to see all the products being used in multiple different ways. He's on right now. It's awesome. But ask Tyler a question about one. Yeah, no, honestly, everybody has been reaching out. I got to meet Corey Jr., and it was like the first time in a while that I actually got to meet one of the sponsored drivers. We got to kick it in Naked Hobbies in Southgate. He's the one that's responsible for hooking me up with my Father's Day gift. Not only did he hook me up with the 2-wheel drive Slash, he knew what extra motor to get, the proper rear bumper. He got me the chrome RPM. He got me the Mud Boss front bumper. This kid knew his stuff, and it was so super cool to finally meet up. He let my kids try the crawler course. They had slot car racing. They had the flying drone plane.
Oh, wow, that's sweet.
It was a cool hobby shop
like
to
a really
visit
neat
for
place.
sure. Yeah, no, tearing down a trail rig and doing a full rebuild.
Yeah,
it's kind of therapeutic now.
It is.
Like, it's such a good thing.
Well, if you get if once those ultrasonic cleaners come out, I think a lot of people's opinions will change about what they want to do in tearing down their rig, because it just makes things, it's so much more satisfying to just throw some parts, especially little parts. Nobody wants to clean a little tiny part, and you got to get Q-tips and all that stuff. Just throw it in a dish, and it just does it. It's magic. And for $20, when that comes out, I can't wait to try it out and show you guys on the show. And I think it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, like you guys seen my mess on the table over there. And once I get the Sonic Cleaner, all my diffs will go in. And now one of the things is we're super blessed to have the part support that we have from our manufacturer. So I have a couple different diff combos that we bring to the track. While we're running one, I can actually have the ultrasonic cleaner running with the spare diffs in there, getting it all clean.
Yeah.
So if I need to go up in fluid or down in fluid, I know when I get back to the pits and it's run through its cycle, I add the fluid that I know we need, and we can try and get back to the track that much quicker. So having
Smart.
this is going to be great for cleaning and getting it to the next level.
Especially, it looks like it's going to be battery operated, so that's even cooler.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. So you have lots of crawler events, always doing CowRC demos, and people love how easy it is to use. Yeah, like if you see any of the pictures that we share of our pit setup, we always have the clean table, it's called, and it's never clean. People come and use our tire wash station, which always has the CowRC concentrate in it. And not only does it get your tires clean, it kind of gives it that little rubbery, tacky feel after it dries out, which is always amazing. So people use that up all the time. And once they come over and try the CowRC Blaster, there's no turning back. The convenience of having the Cow Blaster compared to bringing out a big air compressor, hooking up all the hoses and lines and stuff like that, the CowRC Blaster just blows through all the dust, dirt, and debris that we pick up from the track. So it is definitely going to be fun. So I'll have a little pop-up tent at the meet next week on July 22nd, Lakeside Crawler Park in New York. I'm going to be slaying off some of the CowRC products along with some of the team products. Sweet, man. Good luck and have some fun. Mike, the X-Ray Challenge, I believe there's going to be a couple Canucks heading over there. I believe that's at CRC Raceway in Rome, New York, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely should be a couple of Canucks heading that way. It will be a lot of fun. Yeah, honestly, it is the way to go. Now, my CowRC Blaster's in the camper right now, and I'm going to invest in another one. I don't know if you guys seen, but they actually have the adjustable power one. Now, is yours the adjustable power one?
No,
or...
this is the original turbo.
Yeah,
so
I still have the
off
original.
for hurricane.
You can blow your kids around the room.
Oh, it would knock this computer off of the stand. Every bit of it.
Oh, so X-Ray Challenge is at Brown's Hobby in Irondale, Ohio. So then, no, I do apologize. I think they're going to the Mugen Challenge, but I thought I might have got that mixed up with the X-Ray one. But so for my calendar, I don't know how busy Tyler is, but next week I am going to be at the Otterville Raceway, which is my favorite track. And then the following week is Canada Day for us. So we are going to be out at the Canada Day at Crestwood RC on the other side of Toronto. Really looking forward to that. The guys and the track crew have really stepped up this year, put in a massive amount of work, and that triple in the front section looks to be the wow factor. I cannot wait to see my kids trying to triple this big feature. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Broken parts.
You know what? We're bringing the whole trailer just in case. You know what? Yeah, I still have the original, and I am never turning away from the original for outdoor use. But Heath brought up a fantastic point. When we go indoor racing, I'm just trying to blow off carpet off of my cars. They don't really get that dirty. And I went to do it. And obviously I had the stuff set up on my pit mat. The whole pit mat blew up and it was parachuting all over. Thank God most of the stuff I had was magnetic and I was able to keep most of it on the table. But it was definitely a lesson learned. And Heath was right. Either off or hurricane, definitely a a good thing. Yes, it will be tons of fireworks. It will be a great show. It's actually on a golf course, so it's very prestigious too.
Oh.
So it's going to be a great event, and we got to just show our support. We have been focusing big time on the Canadian RC area. We've been growing it huge. We are about to open up Tilbilly RC, which is going to be my new home track. Looking forward to that. 4 minutes away from my house. Hence why I got the Mud Boss.
That's so
and
cool.
definitely going to be
That's
a lot
lucky.
of fun. There you go, Tyler.
Oh. It's been a while since I've raced.
Well, hey, just think, if you drive it around like a crawler, you're less likely to crash, and your consistency will be really good.
Especially someone else's RC. I'd feel really bad if I destroyed it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I use the Moo cleaner on gas pumps at my station. Boy, are they clean from oil. Yes. See?
I saw that post. That's cool.
I'm telling you. Yeah, there's so many different uses for all the products and things of those natures. It never ends. And speaking of never ending, I just realized, did you see the time?
No, what time is it?
We are over an hour in, and like, I don't even
boy.
care that we're over. And you know what? You guys are keeping the show rolling super quick.
Yeah,
I
thank
do
you. This is
apologize.
cool.
Yeah, for being a half hour late. That was my bad. I got stuck on the other side of the border, and there was a little, discrepancy coming back, and whatever happened in front, we got through scot-free, which was lucky. But I don't know if we were there at shift change or what the deal was, but it was good. He's like, just keep going, eh?
Thank you.
Honestly, it's because of you guys giving us and feeding the content. If it isn't for your comments and your questions, we wouldn't have a show as exciting. You guys definitely make it worth our while, and we appreciate it. I know Tyler has all the data, all the info, and you know what? We got to stump this guy one time. I know we can, because you know what? He can't have notes for everything.
There's been some. I mean, Joey had one about the plastics. I'm pretty sure that those oils are not going to destroy plastics. But that was a good question. But yeah, we still got to pick a winner here. It's a pretty serious prize.
So my daughter picked 3. So it's between Glenn, Johnny, and Dino. Dino, oh man, his is awesome. So the drag racing one was from Glenn. So he had the question about the sand drags and how to prep it. So that wasn't a bad one. She started that one because she liked the question, because I'm a huge drag racer, so I think she's a little biased to the drag racing.
Okay.
And then Johnny was asking about, is there a product that I can use for outdoor racing to lube where my drive shafts come into the C cup for the dip? And does it immediately attract dust? So he was asking a very specific question, which was good. But both my kids laughed at Dino's, and I'll bring it up. My daughter stole my medium screw catcher for her stuff. And I actually come out to the garage getting ready to do something, and I'm like, I know I left my mat here. I don't know where it went. And meanwhile, it's up in my daughter's bedroom. She's sneaking, wrenching on her stuff. And how do you get angry at a kid like that, right? So
that's a pretty appropriate comment for Father's Day.
I agree. And he also had another one saying it brings the family together. It definitely does. And I think because he got 2 out of the 4, I think Dino should get the CowRC Carbon Mat. What do you think, man?
Sure.
Think Dino deserves that, girls?
Congratulations. I think so. I think it's an appropriate comment.
Oh, Corey, yes. I was talking about you earlier, man. Thank you for the hookup. I definitely have it over here. Look at that bad boy. We are going to get ready to tear this puppy down and make it a Mud Boss. So thank you, Corey, for that. Definitely cool. But congratulations to Dino, bud. It is a great prize. Use it well. Get some pictures. You're gonna love it, man.
He's
For
blowing
sure.
up the fans page with all his content, so I no doubt that carbon mat is going to get plenty of attention on the fans page.
Did Dino won last week too?
He did?
I didn't know that.
Nah,
Well,
I
congratulations,
remember
I
who it
guess, because that was
Gotta
completely.
look at that. I don't
But
remember
you know what?
it
It was completely unbiased. My daughter was responsible for the one picking those before she had to go to bed. But definitely congratulations, Dino, for sure.
Huh. I don't remember who it was.
Oh, he won the hide wipes. They
Oh,
think.
yes, he did. Yep, he did. I
Okay,
didn't
so
even remember that. Well, good catch.
yes, but that was pretty sick. They were some great comments for sure. But yeah, no, honestly, guys, it's thanks to Heath that we actually have these products up for grabs for you guys. So, man, you got to give
Yeah.
him a huge thank you. Without him, we wouldn't have the show, we wouldn't have these amazing products, and we wouldn't have the 10% off CowRC Cow Tech
Use it.
code for all. Yes, use it. It's definitely just shows your appreciation for me and Tyler. And you know what? It just lets us know that you guys are actually watching and using the content. So we will appreciate anybody using that code on the thing. Yeah, no, he definitely, thank you. He is the man. Basically, he's like the ultimate when it comes to customer support, team building, and he's a no kind of BS guy. He calls a spade, and he wants to make sure that we're not only bringing you good content, but we're bringing you good product, good reviews, and getting you guys involved. Because without your guys' involvement, we don't have a show. We want to make sure that we're doing stuff that you guys find interesting. And by the responses, I know that when we get Mike on for number 2, and he can review the rest of the process, man, like Tyler said, the CowRC fan page has already been blowing up. It's been showing huge improvements.
Yeah, no, that's thank you so much, everybody. That's a great thing that you guys are doing for the company and for us, and it just makes it very exciting to see that we're inspiring you to create your own content.
Oh, yeah, and honestly, it makes the day go by so much quicker when you see a lot of people contributing to the page, because not only are you getting to see cool content and different stuff that you might not necessarily knew is a thing, you're actually getting inspiration, and you can get inspiration from anywhere. Some people post stuff and I'm like, man, I could almost use that in the Ross Racing Garage and maybe up my game a little bit. So it's definitely super cool. And yes, we cannot forget Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. It's definitely been a great day for me. My wife hit a home run. Not only did I get the RC car and kit that we were talking about for a while now, she got me some other great gifts too. I won't get into it because they're not RC related, but man, what a great Father's Day. Hopefully all of you guys got to spend some quality time with the family. And you know what? It's been a great day. We're at the 9:40 mark. I don't know if you got anything you want to add to this, but yeah,
No.
definitely.
Just want to thank my daughters Lauren and Leah for helping me out today and sharing the products with you guys, and thanks for they've been actually wanting to come on the show for some time now. So this was a great opportunity for Father's Day, and it made the end of the nice holiday even that more special.
Yeah. Well, I think that is definitely super cool, and they've been fantastic. You girls have been great. Thank you guys for joining us on the show. And you know what? One day, if your dad does get back into racing, or maybe if we get back into crawling, we'll have to meet up for some family fun, because our kids would love to hang out with you guys for sure, and kind of have some family CowRC fun.
Yes, that would be great.
But how can look at Uncle McDonald is saying good night. Have a good night. I wish I knew it was bring your kids to work day. Yeah, no kidding. Eh?
Right.
It is pretty cool.
Internships.
Yeah, no, Glenn, they did do awesome. Nah, he's good. Oh yeah, don't bring him crawling. Yeah, he's
Jerry
too good
doesn't
for
want to
that.
lose me.
Yeah, he's saying he enjoys hanging out with you crawling for sure. But yeah, it's cool because like RC bridges the gap for a lot, and I'm sure that Tyler can admit to the exact same things as me. It's made lifelong friends because of the hobby, and without the hobby, I probably wouldn't have met some of them. So it's been
Yeah.
a blessing for me and my family. And without that, man, even like the track owners and stuff like that, they've all been super welcoming when we roll in. It's been definitely a treat for sure. But it's getting late. He's got the kids
All
still.
right.
Mine are already in bed. So I guess we'll leave you at that. The
Yeah.
Father's Day special.
Yeah, this is a good one to remember. So, yeah, thanks everyone for sharing this day and enjoying Father's Day, the very end of it with us. And we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
All right, guys. We will see you guys later. Watch out for the next one. We're going to share the link and make sure that we are on time. Adam, not throwing anybody on the bus there, but I do apologize for that. And until next time, keep the rubber side down. Cheer for now.
See ya.